What's up, everybody? We are back for another year of paint scheme and race weekend previews that we release every Friday on our channel. We're releasing this one a little early due to Speed Weeks. That's right, we are at Speed Weeks here in Daytona Beach. Yes, sir. We are ready for a great 2026 Speed Weeks, and we've already had a great so far with the got the poll last night. Tonight, the duels. And the 2026 Speed Weeks is in full throttle, getting ready to drop the green flag on the first race of the season. That's right, the duels tonight with the duels from Daytona. Last night we saw Kyle Busch get the pole for the Daytona 500. It took him 20 years to get it, and he finally get it. But all three series, including the ARCA Menard series, will be in action here at Daytona. And with good old in an ARCA series, Cletus is going to be back, and he's going to be trying to be like Biff. But speaking of Cletus McFarland, he will be attempting to make the field for the Craftsman Truck Series. That's right, on Friday night, we'll be running the Craftsman Truck Series fresh from Florida 250. That's 100 laps, 250 miles. 44 drivers trying for 36 spots, so some folks will be going home. Now, Ram returns to the series with a major presence, headlining with Colleague Racing Stable, and that's with a famous NASCAR driver. We will get to that here in just a second. Now, lots of new beginnings in this race and division. Last year's champ has moved to bigger and better things with Corey Heim moving to 2311 part time, running, putting his toes in the sand in the water for the NASCAR Cup Series. But Lane Riggs, Caden Honeycutt is now moving into that Hot Rod 11, and he's got a lot of big shoes to fill as Caden Honeycutt will be taking over for that number 11 in the Tricon Garage. Now, Lane Riggs, preseason favorite to win it all here in 2026. He doesn't have old Corey Heim to steal it from him this time, but he will continue with FRM. Michael McDowell in the number 7 Spire Truck, Ricky Stenhouse in the 45, Carson Hosevar in the 77, and John Hunter Nemechek in the 62. Man, all these Cup cars in the Truck Series this Friday night. And then a huge name, Tony Stewart, makes his highly anticipated NASCAR return in that 25 Ram car for Ram truck for Colleague Racing. Old Smoke back on the track at Daytona. Should be interesting to see that. Travis Pastrana, he's going to be in that 42. Actor Frankie Munoz in that 33. And then YouTube personality Cletus McFarland. That's right. Cletus is going to try to run the trucks as well in that number 4 truck. So we'll see if all these are star. This used to be the Xfinity series, used to be the stacked thing here, but this is going to be a stacked presence for the truck series. And NASCAR is implemented a new penalty structure for loose and missing lug nuts as well, adjusted to age restrictions for 2026 in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Penalties will be determined by the number of safe and secure lug nuts found on a vehicle out of 20 during post race inspection. So this should be interesting. Improperly secured lug nuts, safe and secure count penalty. One lug nut, 19 of 20 loss of pit selection. Two lug nuts, you get a $5,000 fine or $2,500 fine for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and one crew member suspend for one race. And then three lug nuts, $10,000 fine or $5,000 fine for the Truck Series, and $10,000 for the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series. And for lug nuts, you are race disqualification. So that's some new rules there for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Now the Cup Series has one big nut, so I don't have to wear lug nuts. So there. So, but looking forward to it. Also, Christian Eckes back in the trucks as well, as he has stepped down from Colleague has gotten rid of their um, NASCAR, their O'Reilly's Auto Parts series. So that, and also Danny Dimes is going to be in the truck too as well. So looking forward to all these big names in this truck series. Friday night is going to be a heck of a race. Now, NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series looks like they're to do their inaugural race here at Daytona on Saturday night, the United Rentals 300 on Valentine's Day of all days. 120 laps, 300 miles here at Daytona. 42 cars have entered into the field. Only 38 are going to start this, so some other ones are going to be going home. Now, Jesse Love starts his reigning champion and looking to go back to back for in his championship for Richard Childress Racing. And then he won't have to worry about Connor Zilisch anymore, as Connor Zilisch has moved up to the NASCAR Cup Series. Don't have to worry about that. But he will have to worry about another favorite in the Truck Series has moved up to the Cup Series. Raj Karuth will run some time in the 88 today, or on Saturday will run on the 88 car on Saturday for the NASCAR for Junior Motorsports. And then Austin Hill, he'll also be in this race tonight, the 21, along with other drivers. This series is stacked as well. Carson Hocevar will be doing triple duty. He's doing trucks, auto parts, and Cup Series for Carson Hocevar. And then Danny Dimes will also be racing a little bit. Gio, he gets his first ride in the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. But it should be a great race. Now on Sunday, the Great American Race for the Daytona 500, 200 laps, 500 miles. Cross your fingers for no rain. 45 teams, drivers for 41 spots are listed. Now, we already know a couple that are in, and there's 36 chartered teams are already in, as well as 9 open teams that must race their way into the field. Now, open teams are Chandler Smith, Justin Allgaier, JJ Yaley, Fast Pasta, Casey Mears, Corey Heim, BJ McLeod, Jimmy Johnson, and Corey LaJoy. Now, since the 45 cars are entered, 4 drivers will miss the race, as I just said, but Johnson will make the field. So Jimmy Johnson, 7-time, will make the field. And then after qualifying, after Kyle Busch is on the pole, Corey Heim and Justin Allgaier have locked themselves into the Daytona 500. So the rest of the cars, it's on them to get into the 500. So we'll see how that goes. Now, can Willie B get 3 in a row Daytona 500? That would be something as well. And can Denny Hamlin jump back onto the winning ways after a horrible offseason, and the last race of the season just horrible too as well? But this is going to be a great race. Can't wait to see it here with you guys, but should be fun to watch. All right, every Friday we release the paint schemes and the race, and we do a race weekend preview for getting you ready for the weekends to hang out with us. So here's the paint schemes for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series. When I come back, I'll give you some of my favorite picks. We'll go over betting odds for all 3 series and my picks to win this weekend. So here are the paint schemes, and let's go. I hope you enjoy those paint schemes like we do every Friday. That's right, every Friday this year, we'll be releasing a paint scheme and race weekend preview to get you ready for the weekends with us. So make sure you have your notification bells on and make sure you are ready for our paint scheme and race weekend preview here on the Go at CeeLo. If you're a member, a pro member, or MVP member, you have those vlogs early access to those vlogs. So make sure you become a member today as well. So, all right. So here is my favorite NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series paint schemes. One, I'm gonna take the number one Taylor Gray top liner Toyota. Like that one there. That's a nice one. And then Cletus McFarland. Man, I sure hope he makes this race. It'll be amazing if he does. But he's there in that four Chevrolet. And then seven, Michael McDowell in the Spire Chevrolet for Tidbits Lumbar. And then you got the 11 in the hot rod. Caden Honeycutt gets a hot rod to start the season in replacing Corey Heim. And then there's Butterbean Queen in that 12 rookie for the trucks and then Justin Haley in the 16 as Colleague is definitely doing some things here. And then Tony Stewart makes his return in that 25 Ram smoke trick. And then Tony Bridger, now in the 27 truck in that Raising Cane's Chevrolet. Lane Riggs, of course, he doing what he does in that Love's Truck Stop Ford. Travis Pastrana in that 42 Brunt Workwear Chevrolet. And old Recky in that 45 JE Electric Chevrolet Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And then Carson Hocevar in that number 77 Best Buy Chevy. And then Christian Eckes returns to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in the number 91. So those are my favorite there. And now here's my NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series. It's going to be hard to say all year, y'all. I'm going to get it off my tongue here. There's Raj Caruth. His first run in that Hot Rod 88 was so good for Connor Zilic last year. We'll see what Raj Caruth can do with this sucker. Patrick Strapoli in that 48 as he replaces Nick Sanchez in that. And then Harrison Burton in the 24 for Sam Hunt Racing. And then Little Geo, his new ride in that 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. And then Carson Quaffle is the best pro shops with Rodney Childress as his crew chief. Him and Chris and Connor Zilic will be sharing time on that. But Carson Quaffle in the car this weekend. All right, here is my NASCAR Cup Series favorite paint schemes. And of course, we're going to start it off SVG back in that number 97. The Sioux Fire Chevrolet Trackhouse is on it. And Connor Zilic in that 88 Red Bull. Man, you know I love that Red Bull paint scheme. If it was SVG or whoever, love it there. And then Corey Heim driving for 2311. And this is one of the few that he will start the Daytona 500 as he is locked in on time. And then Justin Allgaier, who doesn't love this car? We loved it last year. We loved it here. He's in the 500 as well. So that's an awesome car. And then 24, can Willie B? Can he repeat here with that Raptor Chevrolet? And then all the RFK cars are running throwbacks to Greg Biffle. Be like Biff, as we lost a great one this off season. So we got to be like Biff and do it for Dale this season. On lap 3 of every race, we're going to be doing Dale Senior, and on lap 16, we're being like Biff. So make sure you do those in the chat this year too as well. So, all right. So now let's take a look at the early betting odds and my picks for the races this weekend. All right, so here is the new early betting odds for Friday's truck race, the Fresh from Florida 250. And here are your betting odds. Chandler Smith, 1200 plus 1200. Christian Eckes plus 1200. Grant Infinger plus 1200. Lane Riggs plus 1200. Ty Majeski at plus 1200. And let's see, John Hunter plus 1200. Lots of plus 1200. Before it used to be Corey Heim and the rest of the field. But let's see, Tony Stewart at plus 1800. Let's see here. Where's Caden Honeycutt? Did I say Caden Honeycutt there? I don't see Caden Honeycutt. There he is, plus 1400 for Caden Honeycutt. Michael McDowell at plus 1200. Down here, so Stuart Friesen at plus 4,000. Welcome back, Stuart Friesen. Cletus McFarland plus 20,000. That's crazy. Lots of names there. So There is your odds for the truck race. So now it's time for my picks. And let's do my pick for the Craftsman Truck Series. Give me Lane Riggs. I'm taking Lane Riggs plus 1200 and that Love's Truck Stop. Going to kick it off pretty soon. I'm taking Lane Riggs for the win here at Daytona. And then my dark horse, give me, I don't think, give me Butterbean Queen at plus 6,000. Taking Butterbean Queen at plus 6,000. Let's go. That'd be awesome. He could pull off the win. So I'm taking um, Lane Riggs for the win, and Butterbean Queen for the dark horse. All right, so here is the early betting odds for the Saturday's race at the Daytona International Speedway for the O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series, their first inaugural race, and it is the United Rentals 300 at Daytona. Former winner was Austin Hill. We'll see if he can pull it off. And there's those odds look a whole lot better. Austin Hill at plus 400, Jesse Love at plus 600, Justin Allgaier at plus 900, and then you Sammy Smith at plus 1100, Carson Quaffle at plus 1400, Ryan Sieg at plus 1400. Let's scroll here. Carson Hocevar plus 1,600. Brandon Jones plus 2,000. Raj Caruth in that 88. He's got that plus 2,000 as well. Let's go a little bit farther down here. Fast Pasta at plus 5,000. Danny Dimes at plus 5,000. Lots of other folks here. So there is your betting odds for the United Rentals 300. And let's do my picks here for this one now. My picks for the United Rentals 300. Give me Jesse Love. Jesse Love, reigning champ. RCR cars looking strong. I'm taking Jesse Love for the win here on the United Rentals 300. And now my dark horse. My dark horse is 2,000 plus. Is that a dark horse? I'm going to go at plus 2,000. Give me Raj Caruth in that 88. So Jesse Love, and then give me Raj Caruth in the 88 for my dark horse. Plus 2,000. So there are my picks for the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series for the United Rentals 300. And here's my picks for the Daytona 500. But we're going to look at early betting odds right now for the Daytona 500. And we're going to start with Joey Logano at plus 1,000. Ryan Blaney at plus 1,000. And remember, even year for Joey Logano. Watch out. Austin Cindric plus 1,200. Willie B at plus 1,200. Chase Elliott at plus 1,400. Brad Keselowski at plus 1,600. Kyle Larson at plus 1,600. Denny Hamlin at plus 1,600. Kyle Busch on the pole, 1,800. Bubba Wallace at plus 2,000. Chris Buescher at 2,200. Christopher Bell at 2,200. Tyler Reddick at 2,200. And then you got Connor Zilic at plus 3,000. Michael McDowell at plus 3,000. Ross Chastain at 3,000. Get down in here. Todd Gillen at 4,000. Allgaier at 5,000. SVG at plus 6,000. And Fast Pasta way at the bottom at 20 plus 25,000. So there is that. So let's time for my picks here, and we're gonna start with the we'll do the dark horse first. And I'm going to take this one's gonna be a tough one for a dark horse. Give me Tyler Reddick at plus 2,200. Tyler Reddick at 2,200 for the dark horse. And then I'm going Ryan Blaney for the Daytona 500 win. Give me Ryan Blaney, the winner of the Daytona 500. I have a feeling that he's going to pull it off. We'll see how it goes. But there is my picks for each series. And you have your betting odds now, too, as well. Get you ready. All right, y'all. So you guys know what the paint schemes look like. You know the race information. You know the betting odds. You know my picks. So all you got to do now is know when we're streaming. We're streaming every day. Start tonight with the duels, tomorrow with the truck races, the auto parts series on Saturday, and the Daytona 500 on Sunday. We'll also be throwing in some qualifying and some practices as well. So make sure you have your notification bells on so you know when we go live. So looking forward to a great 2026 season. Remember, this is a paint scheme and race weekend preview that we'll give you every week to get you ready with us. So thank you so much, guys. Make sure you hit the like on this stream, this video, and subscribe to the channel. We would love for you to join our lovely channel of NASCAR. And also leave a comment. Leave a comment below and let us know how you think who's going to win. What do you think about anything that was discussed in this video? We appreciate you leaving a comment. That helps as well. And then if it's new, if it's within 7 days of the video, hype the video. I found that out. You can only hype a video 7 days after it's been published. So make sure you have fun today. We'll see you soon. We're at Daytona, baby. My favorite track, Daytona Beach. Looking forward to the 500 on Sunday. Looking forward to everything this week. Let's go.